Hi there, this video looks at inventory in supply chains. So it's the first video in this section 3.45, managing inventory in supply chain. So I'll start off by defining these two terms and then we'll look at what flexibility, speed and response and dependability are. Inventory is another word for stock, and it refers to the stock that a business has. There are three different types of stock that a business might have. It might have some raw materials, i.e. the things that have just been purchased from the supplier. They haven't been processed at all yet, they've just arrived from the supplier, and they are the raw materials that will be used to produce the goods and services. In the case of a coffee shop, it will be potentially the coffee beans. Maybe they're just raw coffee beans, or maybe they've already been roasted. Either way, it's the raw materials that they're going to use. The work in progress is raw materials that have started to be manufactured but aren't ready yet for sale. So you can imagine on a car production line a vehicle that had the chassis engineered and the engine, the gearbox put in, but hasn't yet had the interior furnished with seats, etc. That would be an example of work in progress. And the finished goods are obviously items that are ready for sale but have not yet left the factory and are waiting to be moved on to the customer or a retailer. So a supply chain is a system of people, organisations and information that are involved in the process of producing products to satisfy consumer demand. This section is all about how we can manage our inventory level and our supply chains in order to satisfy consumer demand. So there are a couple of key terms that we need to know. One of them is flexibility, which is the ability of a business to adapt its supply in order to match its demand, and in the context of inventory and supply chains, it's about whether a business is able to get the raw materials produced, manufactured, processed in order that they can be passed on to the customer. Customers who may experience change in demand in a number of ways. So there may be changes in demand in terms of the amount of volume required. Can a business suddenly deal with an unanticipated increase in demand, or equally an unexpected decrease in demand, or are they going to be overproducing goods that they're not going to be able to sell? Will a business have product flexibility, i.e. is there any scope to individualise or personalise a particular product to meet an individual customer's needs, or maybe we're producing a pink version, a green version and a red version of the same product but slightly different, so that we have some flexibility there in our product. Business may also be flexible in its delivery. Is a business able to get the product to where the customer wants it at the time that they want it? If the customer orders a product, how long is it going to take to deliver, and is that going to satisfy the customer's needs? Finally, mixed flexibility is a combination of all of the above, being able to deal with changes in demand whilst matching individual customers' needs and being able to deliver the product at the time the consumer wants, which is obviously very important. So the speed of response refers to the ability of a business to quickly adapt to changes in demand. How quickly does it take for the business to reorder stocks? Does it have a whole load of finished goods that are ready to ship out in case of unexpected demand. In that case, if the goods are already finished, can the business be flexible in adapting them to individual consumers' needs? Dependability is the extent to which a business can be relied upon to produce the required quantity of goods at a consistent level of quality, at the right time. So I know there's quite a lot of definitions in there, explanations, but these are all important: inventory, supply chains, flexibility, speed of response, and dependability. We'll have a look in the next video at these terms in the context of mass customization. So this was really just an introduction to this section.